Good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. I just got off of work a couple hours ago. It's about 4:30. We just made it to the lake. I'm trying to get to a spot to go camp. This is a boating watercraft campsite only. This is a pretty popular lake to recreate, mainly known for all the wakeboarders and water homes, or I think that's what you call them. They're not water homes. What are they? Houseboats? That's the word. I wanted to come out here during the winter time so I'm not having to compete with all the wakeboarders. And these houseboats are really nice looking now. The last time I've been out here was maybe 10 years ago. But these houseboats look really nice. They are way out of my budget. That's why I'm rocking the Canoe. That's alright. I think we'll have a better time in the Canoe anyways. The sun is setting. We got only a couple more hours of sunlight left. Maybe not even that. Maybe like an hour of sunlight left. So I think we're just gonna hurry up and try to buggy over to our camp spot because it is still quite far. There's a sunken houseboat right there, right next to the dam. Pretty gnarly. Just got to the spot. We are at Camp 3. I have no clue where Camp 3 is at. It's here somewhere. We'll find it. Pulling up to the campsite. It looks pretty nice. Some picnic tables out here. There's also a little porta potty. Pretty sure it's a porta potty. Either that or a composting toilet. Oh, here it is. I feel like this is a good spot. We got some nice firewood rounds right here. It might be a little wet, honestly. It's been raining so much. I don't know when the last person came out here, but this one's not too wet. Fairly dry. Really knotted though, so I feel like it's gonna take forever to cut, or process I should say. There's some picnic tables with some hangers for lanterns and such. Pit for your fire. There's another picnic table with a hanger. Another fire pit. Losing daylight, we're just gonna hurry up and pitch the tent. That way we're not gonna be doing that at night. Bring everything else up, put it on probably a picnic table. Yeah, I really gotta get going. Losing some light here. At least that's all the heavy stuff. Damn it. All right, much better. For dinner, we're just gonna have some sour mama noodles with some pickled pork. Just something like quick and easy to make. Doesn't take too much time. Just boil some water, throw the noodles in, and then we could eat the pickled pork cold. Make sure this is turned off before you attach it. Learned that the hard way. I don't have much left in here, but should be enough for the noodles. The trick with these sour mama noodles is you actually want to crush it. It honestly tastes so much better when it's crushed. You don't want to add too much water into it either. Just enough to soften up all the little noodles. Got a piece of pickled pork. I also have some curry my brother made. I'll probably just eat this with it just because it was supposed to be to snack on the way, but we're running out of time, so I really couldn't eat. While we wait, we could actually cut this into little chunks. You know, as kids, when my parents weren't home and there was no one to cook for us, we would usually just add the little packets into the crushed noodles and eat it dry. It's so good like that. I haven't had it like that in a while. Okay. Oh, and thanks for 600 subscribers, by the way. As of the last time I checked, we were at 613, I believe. But thanks for Lawrence D. You were my 600 subscribers. Sorry, I don't have anything for you. I'm like hella broke. But I didn't expect my little adventure channel to grow this fast in just 2 months. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for just coming along with me. I think the noodles are ready. Damn it, you know what would make these noodles like super bomb? If I put an egg in it. And I do have eggs. Heck yeah. Gonna make the broth nice and thick. Just gonna stir it a little bit. Break the yolk. You probably don't want to stir it as much as I did just now. If you do that, you won't get the that really clumpy egg texture. You'll just like get really thick noodles. I think that's good. Oh, too much. I think that's good. It's like nice and thick now. Well, cheers, guys. You guys are all nice and comfy at home in your warm, heated house. Hopefully your house is heated, but in your comfy house nonetheless. And I'm out here in the cold enjoying my mama noodles. At least the moon's out and it's clear skies, so can't complain too much. I'm gonna throw one of those pickled pork right on top. Oh, ow, it's still really hot. Nice. Got my nice thick Carhartt on. We're gonna have some of my little brother's golden curry here too. It's gonna be cold, but it's all right. Still tastes amazing. That's all of it. I think I'm just gonna rinse off the noodles, and I'll do like a deeper wash tomorrow because I'm getting kind of tired and cold, and I still gotta set up the inside of the tent, and not to mention kind of clean up the picnic table a little bit. Pretty sure there's nothing out here to mess with it. Maybe besides like skunks and raccoons, but let's hang it just in case. Also hang this guy because it is dirty. Typically you want to take your down jacket out first, or excuse me, not down jacket, quilt, or any down for that matter. Take it out of its like little stuff sack first, fluff out the feathers, but I didn't have time to do that. I think we're just gonna turn on our phone and probably just watch some YouTube videos till we fall asleep. We'll probably just call in a night. Good night, you guys. See you guys in the morning.
Flips out. Alright, not seeing much here, so I'm gonna drill.
Good morning, everyone. I'm pretty cold. I don't want to get up, but I should get up because I could start a fire and that will keep me warm a lot better than trying to hibernate like a little hamster or something. So there was like a little critter last night running around, and I think it was trying to get at my food. Heard it scurrying and stuff. Must have been like a raccoon or a possum or something. Let's go ahead and start a fire. I'm getting cold. Before we do that, I think I'm gonna have to take out the trash from inside the fire pit. People are just throwing plastic in there, and I don't want to burn any of that. Burning plastic is bad. Don't do that. I don't want to touch any of that by hand or with the hand. This is a piece of fat wood that I found a long time ago, and I thought it was gonna be like soaking wet just because it was like exposed to the rain and everything. Look at how much fat wood that is. That's crazy. I got a lot. Look at that. I think it stayed dry because it's entirely fat wood. Nice. We're not gonna use all of it. Some redwood right here, and this is like really dry. I kept this stored indoors. Makes super good kindling. Got 4 pieces of that smaller one. Then we'll just add a couple of bigger chunks into the mix. Just like these guys. So this is what you guys would want to see when you're starting a fire. You have like your small little kindling. Typically you want it something even finer than this, but my fire starter kit is pretty good, so I typically don't need to go any smaller than that. And then I also have some fat wood right here. Not totally necessary, but it does catch a lot faster, and you can like burn your bigger stuff a lot faster. Something a little bit bigger than that. Just like that. And then your big stuff. Here's also another trick when you want to build a fire. Put 2 logs down like this, and when you start your fire, you start it in here, and then you add the kindling on top, just like that. That typically allows your fire to grow a lot faster. My little Bob Ross tin holds all my fire starter. I kind of upgraded these. I usually just have Vaseline soaked cotton balls in here. These are still Vaseline soaked cotton balls, but I also wrapped it in some toilet paper and I heated up some wax to melt into the toilet paper, so it's also waterproof now, but it rattles a little bit, but that's okay. We're just gonna use one of these. We're just gonna break this apart, get to the cotton on the inside, fluff up the cotton a little bit, just like that. Set it in there. Hopefully I could hit it. That's a pretty small target. Oh, so close. So close. Oh no, come on. Go. Oh, these are a little too big. You see how fast that redwood catches on fire? It's just really dry and snappy. Now we got a layer going this way, we'll make a layer going that way. Keep it nice and aerated. We'll throw in some of this fat wood in there too, just to make sure it just keeps on going even after our fire starter has gone out. Check out the resin coming out of that fat wood. I don't know if you can see, and I don't want to stick my GoPro any farther than this, but it's all dripping and it's like burning kind of like gasoline right now. Go ahead and throw this guy on top. Put this guy on the side like that. Try your best to filter in areas where the water is running really well, kind of like this. This entire creek is running pretty good, so chances of it accumulating anything that you don't want to drink is very low. Try to avoid anything stagnant, kind of like the lake. The lake is fine, but if you're planning to filter it, it is very turbid right now and it could get your filter clogged pretty fast. So anything like this is fine. That's probably fine too. It's still running quite a bit. Still a little bit of a current down there. If you look, everything's still flowing out. So you don't have to worry about it too much, but there is a little bit of sediment that like accumulates down on the bottom, but here is like a really good spot. That's all oak firewood, just so we could cook with it. You typically don't want to cook with any conifers just because of all the resin and stuff. So we're just gonna let the oak go for a little while, create like some nice coals so we could stuff it underneath the grill. I don't think you need a lot of water for chai tea. I got like this much water. That's probably like a quarter of a liter or something. Gonna go ahead and add some of that mix in there. I don't know how much I'm supposed to add in there, but I'm thinking that might be good. And then a tea bag. I turned the GoPro off, but it was boiling out of control. Alright, I think our chai tea is ready to be consumed. Got some milk and a little bit of half and half. I mistakenly put in some guava nectar in here, but I tasted it and it actually tastes pretty good, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm not sure how much to put in. I guess all of it. Oh, I forgot to take this out though. Tastes more like milk than anything now. Give you an update on the fire. Brought some more oak wood over. This stuff is like pretty dry and still nice and dense in the center. most of the firewood that was already here at the campsite is pretty punky and has a lot of rot in it already. See how punky it is? And a lot of mushrooms growing out of it. Just gonna let that stuff turn into coals so we could stick it underneath the grill. For breakfast, we're actually gonna just have crepes, an apple, and bacon. I kind of messed up. I tried making crepes at home with a protein shaker and it actually worked out really well, but I forgot the protein shaker. So I think we're just gonna have to make do with this pot and this spork to mix it all up. Hopefully it doesn't turn out clumpy or anything, but we'll see. Here's some milk, 1 egg. Oh no! And a little bit of oil. I think this is just peanut oil. You don't want olive oil because you don't want it to taste like the oil. You want a pretty neutral tasting oil. Alright, I think that's mixed as well as we can get it. And we're just gonna slowly add in the flour. Hopefully it doesn't clump. Just slowly add it in. Hopefully can prevent most of the clumping. It actually doesn't look too bad. There's a couple of small clumps in there, but for the most part it's pretty homogeneous. Never mind. Look at all those clumps start to rise once I'm done stirring it. Hopefully it just tastes like pancakes with clumps. Those don't taste too bad. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Not too much. While the pan warms up, we're just gonna cut this apple into little pieces so we could, face down right on the freaking picnic table. We're just gonna do a test crepe. Hopefully it turns out well. We'll see. Pretty clumpy, but I think it's getting hot enough, which that's a win. It's not going to be the best looking crepes, but it's all right. That's not terrible. It's not golden, but that's our first one. One side's like, this side's getting cooked a lot faster than this side. You can see this side's like still kind of just starting to turn golden brown. And then this side is like already like nice and golden. I think that's okay. We'll live with it. Little food platter. Just kind of sit and enjoy the view. Do a little fishing while we're at it. Man, I should have paid better attention to it. It's all burnt. The top doesn't look too bad, but I'm pretty confident that the bottom is kind of burnt. Yeah, it smells like really burnt. Maybe I'll do this one some justice and not burn it. This one looks nice. The other one, I tried it, tried the cheese. Nope. But at least we redeemed ourselves. It's actually really good. Did a pretty good job. I got a little, what is that, like 2x2 square piece of block right here. Nice. We'll definitely turn this into something. I was thinking about like a knife strop, so I think this would work perfectly for it. We'll split it in half, right down the middle, use one piece and then save the other piece for something. Oh, center's all rotted. Probably can't use that. Dang, I don't know if I could use the other piece either. They both have like the same amount of rot in them. Looking pretty nice and flat for the most part. I think we'll just keep it at that. I still need to find a piece of leather so I could glue it on, but depending on how thick that piece of leather is, I'll like shape this strap to that. I might have to thin it down just a notch, but once I do, it'll look Gucci. We got these little pieces first, so I'll go ahead and snack on these while the bigger ones cook. I also have some sweet potatoes and some tin foil right there, so it's not just purely meat, although nothing wrong with that either. Piece of venison's like super tender. Sweet potatoes, or they're not technically sweet potatoes, yams, peel away. Man, sorry if that's way too bright. It's either way too bright or not bright enough. Hopefully you guys can see that. Just gonna peel away the skin. It's nice and sweet. Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna finish the sweet potatoes and the venison by the fire here. Probably pack everything up, that way I don't have to do it in the morning, and then call it a night. I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, guys, heading out. Pretty fun trip. I didn't get to do much fishing, but that's okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a couple more adventures to plan out in the coming months. Stay tuned for that. I appreciate you guys coming along with me. So peace out, guys.